at Starbucks. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video I decided that I wanted to do a reading vlog. It's super rainy outside. It's like the 4th day of fall. I'm feeling the vibes, I'm feeling the coziness. It's kind of dark in like my reading area, but I have like all my lights going and I just feel super like in the fall vibe. That being said, I did want to read like a fantasy today, but I am like 70% of the way in of Wildfire by Hannah Grace. It is a Maple Hills novel. So basically it's like in the same world as Icebreaker. Wildfire is about Rory and Russ, and they meet and have like a standalone, no, that's a book. They meet and have like a one-night stand, and Rory is like really scared of rejection. So when Russ like leaves the room, she takes that as a sign to like dip before he can come back and like tell her to leave. So she leaves, and then Russ like doesn't really know what's going on. So then a couple days or a day or two later, they both are working at a summer camp, and they run into each other and obviously have to have like that awkward interaction from like, why'd you leave? Oh, I thought you wanted me to leave. But from there we get to take off and see like their friendship grow throughout the summer that they're both camp counselors at. I'm really into it. It's given me that like butterfly, kicking my feet, giggling feeling, and I just can't wait to finish it. I definitely see it being like 4.5-star minimum, so we'll see how the last bit of this book does. That's about how much left I have. And actually, can we just talk about how pretty the cover is? Like, both of her covers. They're just so pretty. And they look so good together. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this book and then probably jump straight into a fantasy. Can you guess which fantasy? It's sitting right there. I'm going to be jumping into Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Yeah, Rebecca Ross. I get Rebecca Ross and Rebecca Yarros mixed up so many times, literally only because their first names are Rebecca. No other reason. And I hope I'm not the only one, and I'm so sorry that I do. I heard that you're either like a Fourth Wing lover or a Divine Rivals lover, and I just want to know which side I'm on. Because I did give Fourth Wing a 4 stars. I am going to the Iron Flame signing in November, and I'm just super excited about that. I think I might go to the midnight release for Iron Flame because my bookstore is like holding like the midnight party. So I think I might do that with my friend, and yes, I did request off the 7th and the 8th to solely read Iron Flame. Is that crazy of me? No. Do I care if it is? No. So, there's that. But anyways, back to Divine Rivals. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up after Wildfire, and then I'll kind of go more into it as I'm reading it. I have somehow managed to stay away from all spoilers, so I'm going into this completely blind. I've literally not even read like the synopsis of it. I just know that something about like magical letters, like this girl's writing letters to her brother, but it's actually some other guy, and there's like a magic system. I genuinely have no idea, but I know people love it, so hopefully I do too. Hopefully this is what I'm feeling today for this fall rainy day reading vlog. literally can't get over how much this book just makes me like giggle and just feel like giddy. The way that Rory and Russ, like their banter is just, I love it so much. Like, and just everything like Russ does is just like, I just love him. Rory just like always is seeking that attention, and Russ is so willing to give it to her because he's so into her. It's just so cute seeing how much he likes her and like how he shows that affection off when it's kind of like like there's a no fraternization, I don't know how to say that. There's like a no like dating policy for the camp counselors. Like they're not allowed to fraternize. I don't know how to say it. So it's kind of like forbidden, and they're kind of sneaking around. So it's so fun seeing how he like is a strict rule follower, but he's willing to break these rules for Aurora. And it is just so cute. Like, I cannot get over how he is. And it's literally just made me giggle, and I just love him so much. Like, literally, he just knows, like, everything to say. I'm just gonna read this quote. "You are the brightest thing in my life, Aurora," he says, "and you're a living reminder of the good things that can happen when I allow myself to be happy." Just, their relationship is just, I love it. I literally just put the camera away, and as soon as I did, Russ got me in my feels. It says, like I mentioned, Aurora has some like insecurities about like being put first because she never really has been her whole entire life. And Russ says the sweetest thing, and it's basically like in the middle of him talking, but he says, "You'll never have to question if you're wanted. You'll never have to question if you're my first choice." The things that this book is doing to me, ungodly things. Thank you. I have about like little under 90 pages left, so I'm just gonna try to knock this out and hopefully start Divine Rivals tonight because I really just want to get to that. Sometimes this book just hits like way too close to home, and like Aurora's insecurities and just everything that she goes through is just way too similar. Like for me, I just need like a menti break before I have like just full on cry. I just really like relate to Aurora, and it's kind of like nice to see like a character going through something that like you've felt or like have been through yourself, and just the way that she's like going through her story and like overcoming like her insecurities and her problems, like it really just, my heart, you know? Hannah Grace about made me cry. For what reason? Too many. Why does there always have to be something like at the end, like towards the end, that makes it be like conflict, you know? Like what just happened isn't even like a big deal. I mean, like I get it, like I get where he's coming from, but it's fine, you know? Like we can calm down a little bit. It's okay. I have like 40 pages left, and you know, shit just has to go down in the last 40 pages, so I'm kind of just wanting to like speed read like this last little bit, but at the same time I don't want it to be over because I really like this book, but what just happened like makes me so just annoyed. So yeah, that's about where I'm at. Hopefully I finish within like the hour, because then I'll have a good bit to start Divine Rivals and get into that. Yeah. The way, I've already said it so many times, but literally just the way that this book makes me giggle and just feel all giddy is unmatched. So there's that. But I have like less than 10 pages left, so it's literally just the epilogue left, and then I'll give you my review. Why was I about to cry on that last paragraph? I think easily just like a 5-star for me. I need to sit with my thoughts for a minute and just think about how much I love this book. I decided to take a little break and change into some different clothes and eat and get caught up on some YouTube stuff. I think it's time. I think I'm ready. But first things first. I can't like read it with it on. But I like when books actually have like stuff on the cover, not just like relying on the dust jackets, because some books just don't do that, and seeing it like this, it's pretty, and I like it. I'm about to start this. To say I'm nervous is an understatement, because I kind of like, I'm scared it's not gonna live up to like the expectations I have for it, only because so many people have like hyped it up. But like I said earlier, I literally don't know a single thing about this book. Like, I've stayed so far from spoilers. Like, I haven't looked up like fan art or anything for like the characters, other than like the Australian version has like the people on the cover, but that's the only thing I've seen. So there's that. Yeah, I'll basically keep you guys updated on my thoughts through this book. 353 pages. That's not too bad, actually. I don't know why I thought it was going to be like 400 or a little over 400. So yeah, I'm going to start this, see how far I get. I probably will not finish it tonight, but maybe get a good chunk of the way in, just depending how I'm feeling. So yeah, we'll see. I may or may not have just fallen asleep and taken a little nap. And by that I mean I absolutely did. But I did just realize that... Okay. I did just realize that Divine Rivals is on Kindle Unlimited. So I think I'm gonna get my Kindle and read on that for a bit. just because I'm kind of feeling like laying down and being super comfy, and you just can't do that with like a physical book. So I think I'm gonna get that and chill for a little bit. I literally made it to like chapter, like in the middle of chapter 2. I was like, I'm tired and I can't do this anymore. The way that I'm literally in such a bad mood now, literally been looking everywhere for the out of print Flawless mirror cover by Elsie Silver. And I'm in like 10 different Facebook groups for it, and a girl posted it 3 hours ago for $16, you know, just usual. People are reselling it for like $100 and some. I didn't see the post, so somebody else got it, and I'm just so upset because I've literally been looking for it everywhere. And if I wouldn't have taken my nap, if I would have just checked Facebook before I did, I probably could have had it. And now I'm sad. Needless to say, I'm not really in the mood to read, but I'm gonna read anyway to try to take my mind off of it. I see what's his name, Roman, is doing here, but this is always a recipe for disaster. Like, he knows and she doesn't. Obviously, when it comes up, she's gonna get mad. So why not just tell her that it's him? But then again, you literally have no story. It's like, I get it, but now I'm already kind of like just waiting for the shoe to drop of like when she finds out that it's him. So yeah, I also want to know, like, why is it his door or like his wardrobe that it gets sent to? Like, that's confusing. But I do love that it's like two POVs, I guess. I mean, it's not like first person, but like we get to see his side and her side. I eat that shit up. So yeah, I'm on chapter 5. I'm so not even like just far as I wanted to be by now, but that's because I fell asleep. And then I was on the hunt for Flawless, so that took a little bit too. Which I did find somebody who's selling it for $130. I counter offered, and I just have a feeling it's going to be denied because there's no way that I'm spending $130 on like a $16 book. But it's fine. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm back to reading this. I'm on page 76, chapter 10. If it's her mom. Now, you can keep that in your notes as well. If it's her mom. Or however you want. The issue now is that since that chapter just ended on like a cliffhanger or like plot twist, I don't know if I should read like another chapter or two, or since it's 8 o'clock, I need to take a shower because I do work tomorrow. But I really just like can't get over what just happened. So I'm only 20% of the way in too, which is like, I feel like I've been reading a lot more than that, but on my Kindle it feels different. But in the book, that's how far I am, like in the physical book. But this is how many pages are left till part 2. So I don't know if I should just read until I get to part 2 and then take a shower. I feel like that's what I'm gonna do because I just kind of want to figure out what Iris is gonna do with this information and if she tells Roman through the letter. Let's see how that goes. I finished Divine Rivals. I have a lot, but like not enough to say about this book, where I can see like the hype of it. I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but I just feel like I'm not on that train, and I'm definitely a fourth wing girl. And I'm glad I read it because it is super hyped up, and I just wanted to see like what all the hype was about. But that being said, I gave this book a 3.5 stars. I'm in between like a 3.5, 4 stars for this. I did like enjoy it while I was reading it, but at the same time, I think it's just not what I was expecting at all, which, I mean, obviously my expectations were pretty high because this book is so like talked about and just everywhere. I see it everywhere. I'm glad I finally read it. I will say that I will be reading the second one when it comes out, just because it did leave on like a cliffhanger, and yeah, I kind of wasn't expecting it to take the turn that it took, but I'm glad I stuck it through and read the whole thing. I will say it took me a couple days to read it, which I thought I was going to be able to read it in like a night or two, just because of how everybody was talking about it. I expected to be able to just like blow through it, but it did take me a few days. I just wasn't like that eager to pick it back up and just continue it, which is crazy because I definitely thought I was going to be like obsessed with it, because like Sarah Caroli rated it pretty high, and I feel like mine and her reading styles are very similar, so I was expecting to love it just as much as she did. So I'm really shocked that I didn't feel the same way. But yeah, so we read this in this video, and then the first book that we read was Wildfire by Hannah Grace. 5 stars. I can't explain how much I love this book, and I'm so glad that I was able to get a 5-star read like out of these 2 books, because I was expecting it to be one or the other. I didn't think it'd be both. I am kind of like a harsh rater, so I was expecting like one of them because I loved Icebreaker so much, so I knew that I liked Hannah Grace's like writing style. But I will say I didn't expect this one to be the 5-star. Anyway, so yeah, that wraps up the end of this video. Read both of these books, and while it's not rainy like it was in the first couple clips, I am glad that I did this rainy day reading vlog, and these were the 2 books I picked. I'd say we got a pretty good result out of both of them. If you guys have read them or want to read them, please let me know what you thought of them, especially Wildfire. I would love to talk to somebody about this. But yeah, that's all for today's video, so thanks for coming along the journey with me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.